One of my most vocal supporters and the man who's trying very hard to wake the British up and how it's being ignored by most in the mainstream media is Pastor James David Manning of Atla World Ministries. He joins us to talk about who he thinks should visit Obama in the White House.
Well, thank you again, Michael, for allowing me to be on your broadcast, to have a little space on the program here. I truly appreciate it. I don't want to overstate it. I don't want to get all mushy and everything. But God knows I want you to know that I really appreciate the opportunity to talk to your very interesting audience that you have. I mean, the feedback I get from the people that listen to you is absolutely incredible. I think everybody that's a part of your audience ought to be a part of the New World Order in terms of structuring it to focus on America's restructuring and becoming a great America again. Let me say this, though, Michael, as I got something that I really want to express, and that is this. I want to put forth a call to Mr. Barack Hussein Obama, the alleged president of these United States, that he would invite his Kenyan grandmother, Sarah Hussein Obama, to the White House for Thanksgiving dinner, and then let her stay through the Christmas season and New Year's. But he has not invited her. I want to know why not. I mean, the White House visitors list has been recently released. On that list, it appears that Jesse Jackson has been to the White House 6 times in the last 6 months. Al Sharpton has been twice. Oprah Winfrey has been twice. But Grandma Sarah Obama, his father's mama, I mean, everybody running around here talking about Obama is a family man. And isn't it great to see a family man, black family man? Finally, we see a black man with his family in the White House. Yeah, all right. Okay, so we see him with Michelle the fist bumper. We see them together. But what about Grandma? I mean, don't you think that he should reach out to Africa? I mean, hands across the Atlantic, hands across the water, reach out over into Kenya. They're in the belly of poverty, disease, and despair. Reach there with now his mighty powers, and not as a government official, mind you, but just as a grandson, giving his grandmama the opportunity to put on some nice things and get on a nice plane, and maybe they'll let her fly first class, and we haven't heard one word about that. Why don't you do that, Obama? Hey, I'm stating that you ought to do it. And Obama, hey, if you don't do it, if I don't hear something by, now this is not a threat or anything, you know. But I'm simply saying, well, if Obama won't invite her to America, then our church will invite her. Yeah, the church, the Outlaw World Missionary Church, we'll pay her fare. We'll bring her over. We'll take her down to Radio City Music Hall. We'll take her out to see the Statue of Liberty. We'll send her down to Disney World. We'll do it. If Obama don't do it, we'll do it. Yet Obama hasn't thought for 1 second that he ought to bring his Kenyan. I mean, come on, man. Why don't you reach out to Africa? Aren't you supposed to be the first African-American president? Why don't you give Africa some play? This man ain't even thought about that. Anyway, I think this. Here's the deal. I'm saying this, that Obama should invite his grandmama, and if he doesn't do it, then I'm going to do it. And I got people standing with me say they'll pay the expense. They'll put on first-class flight out of Kenya, out of Nairobi, right here to New York City, and then they'll pay the expenses. I got people saying they'll do that. They haven't said very much else about doing anything like that for me. But anyway, let me tell you why I think Obama has not invited Grandma Sarah Obama to America yet. The reason being is because if Grandmama comes, Grandmama is going to tell the world press, Obama was born in Kenya. I was there. She going to tell it. And Obama's trying to keep it quiet. She's going to tell it, and everybody knows. That's why Obama has not brought her, because she's going to tell it. And by the way, she's going to be right. Listen, Sarah Obama, Obama's grandmother, stated that she was there the date of his birth. That woman got no reason to lie. She said this before he became the the president of America, allegedly. She said it before he became senator of Illinois. She has been saying this now for years because it's been true since 1961. That's how come she said it. I mean, come on now. Everybody talk to me. Come on now. What's wrong with that? I mean, first of all, here, two things. One is, before my time is up, and thank God, Michael, that you let me have this time. Brother Savage, if I may call you that. Listen, first of all, need to invite grandmama to come to New York, come to America, rather, and spend the next 2 or 3 months, way past New Year's, way past January. Let her see some snow. She probably never seen any snow in her life. Let her see some snow in Washington. Yeah. And let her see you hold your State of the Union meeting. When you going to do that? January 20th? Was that you're going to do your first State of the Union? Why don't celebrate your full first year? Grandma ought to be here since you dissed her. You disrespected her. You wouldn't let her come to the inauguration. Well, now let her be here for the first year anniversary and your State of the Union speech. Man, hey out there. Hey out there. What's wrong with Obama? What's wrong with that man? I mean, he ought to give Africa some play. Here's a man and his grandmama ain't been to America yet. Hey! This can't continue. Let me tell you something. Here, two things, and I'm through. We've said them already, and I'm repeating now, so you know what I'm going to say. But anyway, I'm going to say it again anyhow. First of all, I want to thank Michael Savage for allowing me to have this space on the program. All right, I want to say that. And the other thing is, I want to let you know that, that we've been trying to put this nation back together again. I believe wholeheartedly that God has commissioned us and given us the ability to be able to speak truth to power. I do. No, I do. And our ministry is located in the heart of Harlem on 123rd Street and Lenox Avenue, 2 blocks away from where Bill Clinton has his office at present. I can look out my window and see Bill. I'm trying to see if Monica's up there in the office with him because he's on a building on the 14th floor right here in Harlem. Yeah, that's right. But the other thing, and I believe God. I just believe the Lord, and I thank God that a lot of people that are supporting us in our efforts here in this community. But I just think it is a shame and a scandalous that Obama has not turned around and given Africa some respect, and a double dog shame and a double dog scandalous that he would let his grandmother miss the inauguration and then let her sit there in that village in Kenya in all that squalor and poverty and will not bring her to America. And then finally, I heard his brother, Obama's got a brother, another one. Everybody heard about the poor one that was living on $1 a day there with Grandma Sarah in Kenya. I heard he's got another one over there in Hangzhou, China now, writing a book, getting ready to capitalize on the Obama fame. And so, I mean, these guys got relatives all over everywhere. Why don't we see some of them? I mean, ain't this about family? I mean, Tyler Perry, go talk to Obama. Tell him something. That this man just dissed his grandmama. And anyway, listen, I know you've heard what I've had to say. I thank God for the opportunity to have said it here today on the Michael Savage Nation broadcast. And, well, next week, if Obama has not responded, then I'm going to put forth a nationwide call for y'all to help me send somebody over there to Kenya to talk to Obama's grandmama, and we'll bring her here and let her have a great time here in New York over the Christmas holidays, in America, rather, over the Christmas holidays. Well, thank y'all so very much. And our website is atlah.org. That's ATLAH.org. Once again, our website is atlah.org, ATLAH.org. And be sure to log on to the Manning Report when you get an opportunity to do so.
Pastor Manning, thanks again for being on the Savage Nation.
Thank you again. Thank you so very much, Michael, for allowing me this space on your program.
I, Michael Savage, will be right back.